If you see somebody making money online, it's not a scam. I have been trying to make money online literally since I was 16 years old. I've tried Etsy, I've tried Amazon affiliate, I've tried just about everything you could think of, and then I found TikTok Shop and literally changed my life overnight. In total, 22K in the last month.
In total, how much total sales do you think you've done since you've started?
It's about 800 to a million. This is very morbid. In 100 years, everybody on this ball, they're all gonna be gone. I'm the type of person that used to care so much about what people think of me. Like, I wouldn't even want to post like Instagram photos. And now I'm like, who gives a...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Social Army Podcast. I am your host, Bryce, and today I have a guest that's been with us for quite some time. I think right around the first couple of weeks that we launched, I gave him access because he and I came out of one of the same groups and kind of bounced ideas off of each other back then and found ways to find some great success on TikTok Shop. He actually managed to make $63,000 in commission in 1 month and decided to quit both of his jobs and pursue this full time, which can be a very high risk thing to do. And we'll touch base on some of the challenges that he's faced along the way after quitting those jobs and maybe even thinking he may have had to go back at one point in time, but was still able to pull through and kill it once again on TikTok Shop. So without any further delay, as always, I want to go ahead and introduce him. He goes by Bennett Buzzy on TikTok, but his name is Bennett. And here he is today. Bennett, if you will.
Well, my name is Bennett, guys. I have been trying to make money online literally since I was 16 years old. I've tried Etsy, I've tried Amazon affiliate, I've tried just about everything you could think of. And then I found TikTok Shop and literally changed my life overnight. First month I did this, made like 3K. Next month, a couple thousand. Then that March hit, 64 grand. Quit Amazon, quit Best Buy, and here we are today. It's crazy.
Man, you were working at the Amazon warehouses?
I was actually a driver, which is even worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Did you have one of the fancy cars that they had, those electric ones, or no?
No, I had the crappy Dodge Rams that the transmission wants to drop out every time you pedal.
Man, I know what that's like. I sold Dodge Rams for a long time, and that was always one of the biggest issues.
Yeah.
That's funny. How'd you like Best Buy? Best Buy had to have been a pretty decent job, though, no?
I worked there for 2.5 weeks and then quit.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. You make $60,000 in a month. You definitely don't want to stick around.
I was standing at the cash register, and that was the day I made 7 grand in one day at work.
Oh,
You know what? That's it. We're gonna quit.
what'd your boss say?
He understood. It was like I literally told him everything. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. He's like, yeah, just get out of here. I'm like,
That's good, though. That's a good support system there on that end. You know, a lot of bosses would be like, good luck. You know, we'll see you back in a couple of weeks. But he, at least he was like, hey, move on. That's cool, man. What did you, in that month that you made $60,000, what product was that?
it was a little digital camera. I'm sure everybody watching this
No
knows
way.
who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. But
The little
yeah,
black one?
yeah, the little black one. And the only reason it blew up so much is because the very first 3 seconds of the video, I called the photos retro. And everybody was like, retro? What are you talking about, retro? I'm like, there's the hook.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just repeated the same video. I barely even switched it up. I repeated the same video probably 100 times, and they all took off over like 500K. And that ran for a few months. It was crazy.
That's insane. I didn't know it was the camera that did all that for you. That I tried with that camera, man. I couldn't get any traction with that thing.
That blew up. So many people started copying me. Every day I go on TikTok, I'd see the same script of people doing the same thing.
Right.
And then just it stuck for a few months and then kind of died off. But a big thing was it was on a big sale. So when things are on big sales like that, you got to hop on. It was like 70% off for like a good 3 months. But yeah, that was another reason why it sold so well.
That's big. In the videos you were making, how were they curated around the sale outside of you, saying that things were retro?
Yeah. Just all of it together was just the sale,
Right.
retro photos. Like if you go through any of the comment section, any of those videos, it's like, oh my God, retro, what are you talking about? Like, oh, mission accomplished, you commented.
Right. That's funny. That's awesome. So how did you find TikTok Shop? I mean, obviously when you're trying to make money online, you discover all these different opportunities from multiple different sectors of affiliate marketing to drop shipping to Etsy drop shipping to Pinterest, affiliate marketing, all kinds of stuff. How did you come across TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
I don't even remember who first was talking about it. I think it was the old community we both used to be in, but
Right. Right.
yeah.
That's funny. That's awesome, man. Yeah. TikTok really did change a lot of people's lives. I mean, for most people, or not most people, for a lot of people during that time felt like overnight. I mean, you and me both had a lot of that same overnight success with it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't just overnight, right? There was a lot of things that went into finding this and really making it work. You've put in skill from, looking at other areas and making money online and put it to work here. Did you ever have success in other areas?
Nope, I didn't make a single dollar doing anything else. Like I said,
Really?
I tried like, Etsy print on demand and stuff like that. I did that. I put a good 3 weeks of like just straight work into that. Set up a whole store, set up a print on demand, made designs. Shirts got views, but no sales. So that was a failed. But and then
Was it
TikTok.
around holiday seasons or
Yes, it was like last October, I think.
last October? That's crazy. That's crazy. I never did have luck with Etsy either. Etsy's kind of a tough one, man. They say, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, Etsy's a gold mine. Etsy's a gold mine. Yeah, you get on there, the saturation on Etsy is unreal. And the ads cost an arm and a leg. I used to try Pinterest too.
Yeah,
Pinterest.
that's what I did too.
Yeah, the affiliate marketing on Pinterest is also another very saturated market. People make it seem like it's super simple. And I guess people do the same thing on TikTok, but really, in all reality, I think TikTok is one of the only places where that opportunity is true.
Because you can just post and go with it. You don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to pay for anything. You just run with it.
Right. 100%. 100%. What were some of the early challenges that you kind of faced getting onto this? I mean, you saw success rather quickly, but prior to that, did you have any violations or get any accounts banned or anything like that?
I started back when they had the loophole method,
Ah, me too.
and
Yeah.
I had two of those banned. Um, and then I had to set it up through somebody else's social security number and all that, but that was about it. Uh,
Yeah.
but no, honestly, like my situation is like very rare. Like I first went viral with that car charger, the
Ah,
multi.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That I went like maybe 10 million views on that thing on an old account. And then it went to the digital camera. But yeah, honestly, like I had success right from the start. Obviously, not everybody's gonna have that, but like
Right. You're
good,
one of the unicorns.
yeah, it was luck. And then I had a few dry months, and then the camera, and then another few dry months, and then the mattress topper. But yeah,
I want to touch base on that here in a little bit too, because that mattress topper, man, that changed your trajectory of where you were going with this too. I remember you were stressing out there for a little bit, but before we touch too much on that, what kind of like training and resources do you think that you had available to you that you went through in order to find all this? Like, I know you and I kind of found each other in that last group that we were in. But in regard to that, did you go through any of the course material or were you just kind of raw dogging it until you figured it out?
honestly, I was just kind of raw dog. I watched a few YouTube videos just about other people giving out info, and then
Or,
I kind of just went. I've always been like that. I've just always tried to figure out stuff on my own. But
right.
yeah, I didn't go looking for info very much.
Did you pick any brains of the other successful affiliates that were in there?
Not really, honestly, no.
Really? Hey, you're crazy for that. I was all over that. I was messaging everybody I
I've
could.
always tried to do my own little thing because it seems like when you copy, it doesn't work. Like I've always tried to just
Right.
pick my own little path and try and do my own little different thing.
Right. Why do you think it doesn't work whenever you copy somebody else?
See, like for example, when I went viral with that camera, I saw so many people copying the exact same thing, and none of them were doing well. And it's
Right.
like original ideas. You say, like if you see something else, don't copy it, but like go based off of it. And
Sure.
if you did viral once, it's gonna do it again. But like what I think, and what I just always do is like I just try to do something that I've never seen before, and that's what works for me. But it's obviously gonna be different for everybody.
I mean, it's smart too. I mean, if you're carving your own path, you're setting it up for yourself. It's kind of like what I did with that bubble blaster. I had
Yeah.
that same thing. That bubble blaster was crazy. And then the headphones. I never watched any crazy videos on the headphones. I made three different styles of videos with it, and then that one 20 million views.
That was
It popped
crazy.
off. So yeah, that was insane. What's the most viewed video do you think that you have?
It's pinned. I think it's 20.6 million.
Is it on the camera?
Yeah,
Yeah,
20.6 right now. Yeah.
man, that's crazy. 20 million views on a tiny little digital camera.
Video was 11 seconds long.
So stupid.
And believe it or not, I actually made that video in the car with my laptop the morning before I went to work at Best Buy.
Did you have the camera in hand? Because this is before all that was kind of like a thing.
I did. I would compare it on Amazon, which I
Yeah,
somehow still get away with. Don't
that's
recommend.
insane.
I think it's because I'm on a loophole account. Or when I first started, I
Uh,
think I'm a shop, so I get away with some things. That's my
that's
theory.
actually smart. It's actually a smart theory because, yeah, for those of y'all that are watching, don't take a product and
No,
don't compare it to a price on Amazon, please. That's funny.
I think that's the only
Uh,
way to get away with it. But yeah, don't do it.
right. Do you have like a sales background or anything or a content creation background?
No, I mean, I actually, in high school, I had a prank YouTube channel. I got to like 5,000 subscribers.
That's actually surprising.
Yeah, we would just screw around. But other than that, no, no.
Yeah, getting to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube is not an easy thing to do. YouTube's hard to get people to subscribe to. Even though it's free, nobody wants those notifications if they're not going to watch you all the time.
Nobody has an attention span either anymore. You got TikToks,
No, no.
TikToks where it's at. But
No, you're 100% right there. 100%. So how do you go about, finding a product that you want to promote? Do you have specific styles of products or like maybe a niche that you like to stay in or more generalized?
excuse me. See, sometimes I get so beyond stressed out trying to find stuff because I'll just scroll for hours on the shop.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I've already seen a video viral on this. I've seen a video viral on this. Honestly, I'll just pick stuff, order it, test it out. Like that digital camera, you know how you get those coupons, like $100 worth of free stuff?
Yeah.
Usually just terrible stuff, like it's just junk. I got that camera in that pack of just stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me just try this one day, and it blew up. So I don't really have a style. I just go for it.
Interesting. Interesting. I just got right before I left to LA, I got a package full of 7 items off of one of those little coupon things.
Yeah.
And some of those were just absolutely horrible products, but they looked kind of cool. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll give it a shot. But that's honestly interesting to think. Do you have a favorite style of product that you like to promote?
Honestly, no. Like I got my whole table of stuff literally right here. It's the most random array of items. I got supplements, neck massagers, ice makers. It's just like just the most random stuff.
That's funny. And videos have always been kind of like your bread and butter, right? Up
Yeah.
until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit. What has driven you to the live sector of things? Because you've really started to pop off with lives recently, and I think you set a trend, like straight up set a trend. And I have seen, oh God, probably 20 or 30 different people doing exactly what you started doing.
Yeah. So yeah, videos have always been my thing. And then I went through about a dry spell of from what, like August to September maybe. I only made like 10 grand off of videos. Nothing was doing well. I tried everything.
Right.
And I'm like, let me just try it live. The day I actually went viral on live with the mattress topper, I saw that the ice maker was on sale, so I'm like, let me just try live with the ice maker. It's on sale. Went for an hour, didn't sell a single thing, and I saw the mattress topper rolled up in the corner of the garage. I'm like, let me lay this thing out on the floor, go live with it, and see what happens. I went live for 6 hours, made like 1,700 bucks that day, and I'm like, we're gonna do this every day until it dies out.
So stupid. Just put it in the garage on the floor. Literally, if those of you that have not seen his live setup, type in mattress topper and just scroll for a little bit until you see him. He's literally in his garage, kind of in a situation that he is now, but a far back camera, and he's just on the mattress, just chilling.
I'm actually sitting in my spot that I go live with. That's
Are you really?
sitting on the mattress topper right now.
That's funny. What is that? That's from what? Sweet Furniture, whoever that is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
one
like
of those memory foam
so many
things.
of them, but yeah.
How long has that been printing for you, and how much do you think you made off of it?
So unfortunately, the lives are dead. Like I've gone with it. I did an hour yesterday. I sold one, and the viewers were there too. I think it's because everybody has just seen so many people sitting in their garage with the mattress topper, and they're just tired of it, so they don't even look. Um,
Or
yeah, that it's done with lives. Unfortunately, I'm still selling a few videos. Like yesterday, I sold $200 worth of videos, but I'll go live with it, and it doesn't work anymore, which is really weird. But I mean,
sick.
in total, 22K in the last month.
Commission
Yes.
off of just a mattress sitting in your garage. That is wild. In total, how much total sales do you think you've done since you've started?
It's
Not
about
commission, but like GMB.
it's about 800 to a million. It's more than I have because I had an old account that I actually did a crap ton on with that charger. So I'm probably at about a million right now.
At $1 million in sales. And how old are you?
24.
24 years old, making $1 million in total sales. You probably come close to around $200,000 in commission, right? Somewhere in that range.
We're at 144 right now actually.
144. Nice. That's crazy though, and you've done that in less than a year's time, right?
Yeah, that's more than I'd be making at both jobs full time all year, which is insane.
Combined. That's insane. And you just get sit in your garage and talk about a mattress all day long. It makes no
Half
sense.
the time I don't even leave this garage. I make videos out here too, so it's like
Really.
I'm making $100,000 in my freaking garage. It's
That's
just
insane. That's crazy. So with like the content and stuff like that that you create, obviously your videos are pretty well engaging. I've watched a lot of them. What do you think your favorite way of creating a video is? Because for me, I have a style, right? I always go off of my hook, my controversy, relatability, and call to action. What do you think your style is?
I've tried everything. I've tried being like myself. I've tried like putting on a little skit. I've tried being over dramatic, but what works best for me is like 10 to 15-second videos, just like the camera one, where I'll be like, I'll say something like, if you like retro photos like this, and then I showed a video of that camera or of the photo that the camera took, and then I'll compare it to a price on Amazon, which again, don't do it. Uh,
Right.
and then that's basically it. And then I'll just say, if you want to grab it, it's on sale on the TikTok shop. That's what works best for me. It's just like quick, snappy, like straight to the point videos. Like I've tried setting on my camera and being myself, but it's like they just don't work as well. And it's so frustrating because like the crappy ones that I make take 15 seconds to make and they go viral, and then the good ones I make, they don't do well. So I think that's what works best for me. If you go to my page, you'll look at my videos. Half of them are so stupid, but they work.
Right. Right. And if it works once, you rinse and repeat it, don't you?
Oh yeah. Like for the mattress topper, I'm gonna show you right here.
Oh,
They're all of them. It's all the same shit, and they all have a ton of views.
that's crazy.
It's like all the same thing. I'll do something really stupid in the beginning, like I'll put the camera on 0.5 and then I'll walk up with my socks pulled up all the way. I'll find the video for you to show you, but it's just stupid. So freaking stupid.
We have another creator in the group. I did a podcast with them. He does the thing with his toes, man. Every video he has, his toes are spread all the way out and they look all janky and shit.
See, I'll just walk with my legs like this, like an idiot, and it just grabs the attention real quick, and then I'll just get on with the video. But it's just crazy.
That right there is what's called a visual hook. Those are some of the best things you can do because you're going to stop people dead in their tracks. When you're creating content on TikTok, your goal is not to try to sell the person based off of the facts and everything like that because people are not on TikTok to be sold, guys. People are on TikTok for entertainment, and your job is to make your videos fit seamlessly into their For You page experience. So that way they don't realize they're watching an ad. And when someone comes across something as goofy as that, walking up on a mattress with your legs bowed out, in point 0.5, they're going to stop and be like, what the hell am I looking at? And before they know it, they're being sold on something that they're about to put on their bed and sleep on. So it's crazy how that works.
Yep.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Outside of those visual hooks, what else do you do that you think kind of helps bring in engagement?
I'll say something in the beginning to like be like, what the fuck? Like I'll try and say something just so beyond outlandish. I don't remember the
Right.
last time I did that, but I remember it worked. But yeah, just say something like, "What on earth did he just say?"
Mm-hmm.
Or say something that's gonna make somebody upset. Like the retro photos. Like it's not a retro photo, but people who are like over the age of 25, 30, they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about retro photos? Those cameras came out in 2000."
Right. It's not like a Kodak. What is that? What is the wind up cameras or whatever they are?
Yeah.
There's a project on TikTok where these guys give cameras to people on their trips.
Yeah.
I think that is the coolest shit I've ever seen.
I've seen those, yeah.
I'd love to get stopped at an airport, though I don't travel, so maybe I wouldn't be the best person for that.
Me
Maybe
neither.
not. Are you going to that event in LA in the next week? No.
No.
Do you think you'll ever attend any of these events?
I mean, as long as TikTok doesn't go anywhere, this is planning to be my job for as long as it can be. So
Right.
hopefully,
Right. What do you think your biggest takeaway is from learning how to create content and finding as fast, this quick success that you have?
if you see somebody making money online, it's not a scam. You can do it. You can do it. You like the amount of videos I've seen. Oh, I made $10,000 this month on my phone. No, you didn't. And then I tried. I'm like, holy shit, you can. And it wasn't hard. You just have to
Right.
do it. You just got to do it.
That's the scariest part for a
I
lot
mean,
of people.
not saying go quit your job and do it, but like like I did. But I mean, if you're feeling comfortable enough to do so, obviously do so. But yeah, it's so much easier than people think it is, and they get so discouraged when they see people talking about money on TikTok, especially like, oh, I made 60K this month. Like bullshit, you did not make 60K this month. Like I used to post videos about what I'd make, and people would always comment some nasty stuff. I'm like, okay, your loss. Like
Right.
it's so possible. If I'm making money in my garage, come on, you can do it.
Right. You're right. You used to go live and talk about it too. I remember your lives, you would struggle on those because people would be reporting the hell out of you.
Yeah, people, I would have the screenshot that I made 64K in a month, and people would report it, and I would get banned for scamming because it was not real. I'm like, All right. Well,
It's on the platform, the actual
literally,
platform I'm live on.
literally.
That's crazy. That it just doesn't make sense, and I don't understand why so many people are so close-minded to it. It's. I mean, I get it. A lot of things, if they seem too good to be true, they probably are. But TikTok is one of those opportunities that really was too good to be true, and it's true, and it's truer than ever. I mean, there's people who have made. We have one affiliate inside the group, goes by the name of Barry. He's an older guy. Dude's made over $1 million in commission on TikTok Shop.
It's insane. How about what's his name? Matt K something.
Oh, Matt Kalla. Matt
Dude,
Kalla is another one.
they're absolutely insane. I think I make a lot of money. I look at him, I'm like, holy shit.
Right. And that guy posts 20, 30 videos a day. He's made $13 million in sales and I think something over $2 million in total commission. Like it's mind boggling what this little app that people used to dance on can
Yeah.
truly do for you. And a lot of us downloaded this app as a joke or for fun, just to, see what it was about. And now we're out here making a living off of it, you know. But you quit your job after a good point though. You had made $7,000 in a day. You had already been up what 20, almost 30 grand for the month before you decided to quit.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it when I was first going crazy. I'm like, let's see if it keeps working. And then I just
Right.
on my phone every day, $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day. There was a point where I didn't go a single day without making $1,000 for like 40 days. I'm like, okay, we're done at Best Buy.
Yeah, I went through that same stint. That's what got me to quit. When I hit 98,000, or no, I quit at 60K. And then that month continued. I ended up getting up over $98,000 for that whole month. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I quit. There's no need for me to be back there anymore.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I completely forgot. But yeah, no, it's insane. TikTok is an opportunity that a lot of people are gonna let watch, or that are gonna watch it go by before they take advantage of it, all because they're maybe just slightly too nervous to get started, or they're not willing to give it a shot long enough to see the results that they want.
And there's people who I talk to, people from high school that I talk to, and I'm like, why don't you try it? Old friends. And they're like, I don't want my face online. I don't want to talk on the
Mm,
camera. I'm like, come on, bro. Look what you can make. Just who cares?
yes.
Who cares? I'm the type of person that used to care so much about what people think of me. Like I wouldn't even want to post like Instagram photos. And now I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, who
Yep.
cares? If you're making this type of money, I'll post whatever I want. I'll pull my socks up to my knees and walk around like a penguin if I'm gonna make money. Like it doesn't matter. It's like I go on live and I've had about 5 people comment like, "I've seen you at the gym. I know who you are." And I'm like, "I don't good." The people think I'm homeless because I sit in the garage. I'm like, "I don't give a shit." Like if you
Right.
only knew what was actually happening behind the scenes, you would not. You would like it's just crazy.
It is, and you get a lot of trolls in the comment section too, and they don't have any idea. I've tried to, I learned my lesson, but I've tried on a couple of these people to kind of bring light to them and show them like, hey, this is real, man. Whether you believe me or not, let me guide you, let me help you. Here's free access.
Yeah.
Get into Social Army. Let's teach you. Nah, man, this is a scam. You're just trying to scam people out of money, bro. I'm giving it to you for free. How am I trying to scam you out of money?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, the individuals who are not willing to put forth the effort to find a way to better their lives financially are the ones who are always going to be stuck, struggling, and saying, "Hey, why doesn't this work for me? Why isn't this happening? Why don't I make that kind of money?" Well, sometimes you got to step outside of your comfort zone. Growth does not come from within comfort. Growth comes from being extremely uncomfortable, and you've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to see some growth happen.
yeah. Speaking of that, I'm gonna get a tattoo that says "Comfort kills dreams" because
There
it's
you
true.
go. Where are you gonna put it?
Thinking back here, maybe.
Nice. Nice. Not on your forehead, though.
Maybe.
That fly's been attacking the shit out
I,
of you.
I did. The garage is the only place I have privacy right now, so we're working with it.
That's okay. You don't have kids or anything, right?
No, I live at home still. I mean,
Oh, do you really?
I don't have to. I got my whole like little area in the basement, and then I got the garage. Like, why move out right now if I don't have to?
Right.
Save
No,
my money.
seriously.
I'm making money. I'm investing it in crypto and shit. Like, save it, invest it, and then maybe next year. Well, not maybe next year, but 100% next year. But like, why go pay rent right now when I can invest my money and make more and set myself up for further?
No, you're 100% right. What are your plans for the future?
I don't even know at this point. Like, I'm just taking it day by day. Like,
Yeah.
I've made a ton of money on TikTok. I've invested a ton in crypto. I'm waiting next year, see what happens. Just going day by day. I mean, I don't want to bring it up, but TikTok ban.
Sure.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Like if it
I don't
does, it's
either.
not gonna be anytime soon. Everybody's freaking out about January 19th or whatever. Like it's not just gonna go away.
It's another meeting. It's another decision. TikTok's already suing the United States for it, so I really don't see anything coming out of it. And if it does, it's going to be put on hold again for another year, 2 years. I mean, we fully have a couple of years left of this. And TikTok already came out and said that they'll sell the platform, but they will not sell the algorithm because it's proprietary. It's something that they're
Yeah.
going to keep to themselves.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. Instagram's pretty close to cracking the code on a solid algorithm. You can farm some views on Instagram. Instagram just needs to implement a shop platform over there. And I
Yeah.
think it could pull off pretty well. However, I don't think anybody can replicate what TikTok's doing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like if you can post, like I said, videos of you walking with your high socks and it gets 500,000 views and you make thousands of dollars off of it, that's not gonna happen anywhere else.
No, no, it's insane. And YouTube is wanting to come out with something like that. Let me ask you this: if YouTube does come out with some sort of a shop platform that is a little bit easier for just the regular person to figure out and do, would you jump over to it, or would you add it as like a secondary?
I do both for sure. I
Yeah,
like ever since I've never wanted to work a job. Like I've always been like, don't tell me what to do. Like not trying to be like cocky, but like I can't
right.
stand told what to
I'm
do.
the
I
same
can't
way.
stand having to wake up and go clock in and like be on like a somebody else's terms. It's fucking sucks. Like I've been trying to
Yep.
make money online since I was in high school, but no matter what, I will always try to make money online and not have to get a job, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, anything. So I would 100% add that.
I want to add on to that, man. And one of the biggest things, I will never knock somebody for having a regular job. If you have a regular job, good for you. If that works for you, good for you. But for me, fuck
No.
that.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like is when somebody who does not belong in a position of power has that power, because at the end of the day, they will do anything they possibly can to control you and your life and everything you do with it.
Yep.
When I quit my job, I got so far away from that place as I possibly could, because I'm not going to work for people who just look at you as a number. You're replaceable. At the end of the day, whether you think you are or you're not, you are. Right now, there's a situation happening where one of my buddies had a couple of things go on this year, and he's taken some time off. One of them, he had his honeymoon, or I'm sorry, his 1 year anniversary. So him and his wife took time and went out and, had a couple of day vacation. There was a death in the family and then something else. So he's had 3 times where he's had to, remove himself from work for just a couple of days. And bear in mind, he's in the car business where you don't need employees there 24/7. You have multiple salespeople can handle cars, and not people aren't flocking to the car dealership to buy cars like they were in the past. But he's requesting time because now his mother-in-law is, having some issues, and they're giving him grief for it. Oh, you've already taken 3 times off this year. What does that matter? I'm going to take as much time off as I want. You're not going to dictate my life. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't do. You're not going to tell me if you want to fire me, go ahead. I'll go work somewhere else. But like that right there pisses me off so much that I just don't get the point of somebody thinking in their head that they own you.
Yeah, like the day that like my whole mindset switched, I was literally 16. I worked at a pizza place. I was trying to get a week off for something and I got denied. I'm like, why?
Right.
What? What? I'm like, no, I'm gonna try and do my own thing. But like that was the day I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I gotta try and figure something out on my own. I don't want to be told what to do.
It's frustrating. And it's not, like you said, it's not like an ego thing. It's not like being cocky. It's none of that. It's just these people think that they can control the ones that they're above, all because they have a what's the word I'm looking for here? Not a
Mm,
status symbol, but like they hold a position of power over you based off of the hierarchy in terms of how you're employed, which I think is so dumb. I get it. You've got to listen to your boss, sure. But your boss does not tell you what to do. Your boss cannot tell you what to do once you clock out. And if he does, dude, it's not worth it. That's one of the biggest things I can't stand. I cannot stand the thought of being controlled by somebody else.
yeah, no, it's awful. It's awful. Time freedom is the best thing ever. Like if you can go take your phone and go on vacation and make TikToks and still make money, it's like that's the dream right there. For me at least.
You're telling me, man, finding a way to make and I've got 4 kids, so like finding a way for me to take my time freedom back so I could experience these times with my children is the best, because my kids are only young once. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not going to work 40 hours of my life or 40 years of my life to live off of 40% of my income, just because that's what they tell us to do after we get out of school. No, I'm a high school dropout. For those of you that don't know, now you know. You know, I dropped out of high school to do other things. I learned at a young age that figuring out how to generate wealth was how you got through life properly, not following the path that everyone else has carved out for you. That's not that's not how it's meant to be, at least for me.
Yeah.
And I know it's the same for you. You know, it's just that's just not it. That's
Yeah.
not it.
Uh,
Couldn't stand it, man. But yeah, no, I've got 4 kids, and finding a way to get my time freedom back was the best thing I could have ever done. You know, now I get to spend as much time with my kids as I want. My son has jujitsu. He has tournaments all over the state of Oklahoma, down in Texas. Guess what? Anytime one of those pops up, we rent a hotel, we go. I don't have to worry about asking a boss, hey, can I have this time to go watch my kid fight? No, I need you here. Man, you.
yeah.
I want to go watch a bunch of 8-year-olds beat each other up.
Pretty much.
That's bad. So any advice, man, on some of these individuals that are looking to maybe break into this space? I ask this to everybody. Everyone always has somewhat of a different answer because everyone has a different perspective on how to do this. But what do you think your advice outside of just starting, something a little bit more personable, something that you wish somebody would have told you when you started?
Man, I mean, I wish somebody would have told me just to start, but I mean, just like don't like if you're skeptical, don't be skeptical. Like there's so many people out there making a living online, and you're like, I wish I could do that, but like it doesn't seem real. It's real. Like I know you said don't say just start, but just start. Just jump into it. Try it. Like that's what I did. Like I was still working 2 jobs, and I'm like, f it, I'll just try this, and here we are. I'm sitting on my garage floor interviewing with you, and it's like,
That's such a funny thing to say, though. Like, here we are. I'm in my garage on the floor on a podcast about making $150,000. Like, that's crazy.
it's nuts.
That's nuts. I mean, you're right, though. I mean, I guess maybe not saying don't start that's the sign. Fucking start. If you haven't started, just start. I mean, you're absolutely right.
And to the people who are afraid of being online, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Like somebody's going to see your face, maybe they know you, and then they're going to just scroll past it and they're not going to even remember. It's like, especially if you're fresh out of high school or even if you're in high school, like who cares? Fast forward 5 years, you're probably going to have more money than all those people. It doesn't matter. And don't forget, this is very morbid. But in 100 years, everybody on this ball, they're all gonna be gone, all of
Yep.
them, and it doesn't matter.
You have one chance. You have one chance
It's
to make as
corny,
much
but
money.
it's true. 100 years, every single person gone,
Hmm.
and it doesn't matter. Just do it.
Do their thoughts and opinions pay your bills?
Nope.
No.
And every time I go live, get a job, get a job. You need a job, get a job. I got a job.
It's right here. Probably
Man,
made triple or quadruple their yearly salary in the matter of 6, 7 months that you've been doing this. It's insane. It's insane. So I have a couple of questions for you, man, about the community aspect of things. What do you think? You've been in Social Army since we launched.
yeah.
What is your kind of thoughts behind that? How do you think that's been able to help you in things of that nature and help you kind of find your own path within all this?
Well, it's everybody I've seen in there has been on my For You page at least 5 times before I even knew that they were in there. And being able to like talk to those people so easily, it's great because you can like ask them stuff. You can talk to everybody in there. I mean, like Kaylee, I think I saw a video of hers go viral, and I was able to talk to her. It's like it's just so nice to be able to like have a group of people doing the same thing with the same goals. And you can all talk to each other. It's great.
That's awesome. Being in there is one of the best things, man, especially for the community aspect, because you're right. You have all walks of life in there, but then you have the people that you see on that For You page. Since our group is massive, we have over 3,000 people in there now. So odds are some of the more successful affiliates that you've seen are probably inside Social Army. And we have affiliates that have done, a dollar online all the way up to over $20 million in total sales. So
Yep.
you want to talk about a group of absolute killers. It's there. And they're all willing to lend a helping hand. I don't think there's a single creator inside that group that's not willing to at least answer a question or two that you have
Yeah.
at all. I've seen you in some of our live sessions too, like the feedback sessions. What do you think about those?
Those are good. I'm usually at the gym and I'll just toss it on while I'm at the treadmill. I'll watch them. But yeah, they're cool. They review all your videos. I've never put my video in there, but they'll give you. I mean, I'd get critiqued to hell because I'm standing there with my fucking socks up to my ankles.
Right? That's what went through my head. It's just you
You're like,
walking up to the thing.
they'd be like, "What is happening?" Then they see it get 500,000 views. Never mind, you're good. You're good. But no, yeah, they'll give you advice in there. It's great. Like if you're not in Social Army, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, right. And if for any of you guys that are watching this, if you do want to join, his link is going to be the one that's going to be linked down below. So you'll be supporting Bennett directly if you do want to join Social Army. If you have any questions, you can find him in the chats. He's always in there. I see his name in there so many times a day, just going through answering questions and helping people out. So check it out for sure. Definitely worth watching. Or definitely worth being in. And we do have a course as well. That course we're not just a course, by the way. The course is there for people who are new and who kind of need guidance. And it's updated constantly. We also have a bunch of case studies where we have successful individuals like Bennett and many others that will go in and make videos about, or a case study about how they found success and what worked for them. And one of the best things you can do as a new affiliate is to find somebody you relate to and learn from those individuals, because the more you relate to somebody, the easier it is for you to pick their process apart and turn it into your own process. And like Bennett said in the very beginning, sometimes it's best to carve your own path. And sometimes you don't know what path that is until you watch everybody and realize, well, shit, I don't relate to any of them. Let me figure it out on my own. And that might be just one of the best places to find out if your path is alongside one of the other creators or if you need to carve out your own. And if you do carve out your own, come find me after you've become successful, because I would love to pick your brain about how you did it. It's amazing to see the creativity of everybody, especially ones that are just starting out. Bennett's creativity is insane, and I've been following him since February, March, sometime around there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. So it's always nice to see. He used to go live all the time. I'd jump in his lives. He'd jump over into my lives. We'd support each other a lot. So it's come full circle. And now to have you on this too is pretty cool. I love that.
For sure.
I love that. Well, I mean, outside of all that, I mean, I pretty much touched on quite a few things here. Is there anything else that you kind of want to go over before we come up to a wrap-up point here?
No, not anything other than I said. Just if you're watching this and you're contemplating, stop contemplating. That's it. Just
Right.
do it.
I do have one more thing for you real quick before we jump off of here. What is your thoughts on supplements?
Well, I got about 10 of them right there, and I'm not touching them. I'll
No.
only I'll only post on my backup account with supplements.
You ever had any luck with those?
Uh, the collagen a little bit
Yeah.
a while ago, but now that's like the most oversaturated thing ever.
Ah, no, you're not lying. It's got like
I mean,
700,000 sales.
what I'm gonna do starting tomorrow, actually, I'm gonna just go on my backup account and just spam goalie videos
Ah,
because that campaign this month is ridiculous. May as
that
well take it.
November.
I don't even use that account, so if it gets banned, like whatever.
Right, right. Just put your disclaimers in there. Definitely put your disclaimers in there. Okay, so what do you think about all these campaigns, man? Do you think that that's something that these brands are doing right?
Yeah, I mean, like if you're not making sales and you're giving away Lambos, I mean, you're gonna have hundreds of thousands of people working towards that.
Right, right. I've
Even the thing that enticed me this month was the goalie. They're giving away a freaking cruise at $1,500 in GMV. You can do that in a day.
Dude, I made $1,500 in GMV for goalie this month. No, I posted one video.
hmm it's insane. I mean, I don't know what cruise it is, but like any cruise, 15 like
Right.
you can get that in a day.
Yeah. You can get that on one live stream.
I mean, even 50K, you get the MacBook, the Rolex, the New York trip. Like that's way more attainable than people think.
I'm not sure if I'd want to go to New York, man. I've
No,
heard
me neither.
such.
I'd probably give that away, but
Yeah, I've heard. Well, you can take the cash value too. A lot of these campaigns allow you to take the cash value of the tier.
yeah, that's true.
So that's pretty nice. The Rolex though would be nice because Rolex go up in value. Those are assets. But anyway, those are fun. I'm excited to see what November holds. What do you think you're going to end up doing going into Q4? Are you going to smash just as much product videos as you can? Or are you going to go live?
Oh man, it just depends. I mean, right now, it seems everybody's in kind of a lull right now, but I feel like it's the calm before the storm because nobody's buying right now. Everybody's kind of like waiting for November, all the deals coming up. But no, I'm gonna do both for sure. I mean, this is my full-time job now, so go to the gym, come home, just TikTok all day.
Right. That's crazy. That is so crazy to think of, man. I've done almost 30 of these podcasts, and to think that all of us, for the majority, do this full time as a job is wild. Just
It's
doesn't make any sense.
it's very it's not anxiety ridden, but like sometimes it's like it's very nerve-wracking.
Sure.
I mean, it's easy. It's not easy, but like it's easier than people think, but it's also very nerve-wracking. Like the people you see making a ton of money, sometimes they can make 60K a month, sometimes they can make 500 bucks a month. It just depends. Like, yeah, like we didn't talk about it. When I went through that lull, 3 months I only made about 10 grand, which is still like that's survivable, but it was like I'm getting a little nervous. Like I'm not making much money right now. What am I gonna do? And then that mattress topper, 20K, I'm like, we're back on track. Slowing down a little bit again, but like I said, I think it's the calm before the storm because who's buying stuff right now? Like give it a few weeks when we get into these sales.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people, and with Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up, that's when the real money starts to come in. Are you going to go live and post videos during that time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I
Yeah.
honestly, truthfully, I fucking hate going live. It's painful. Like doing the same thing because on live you just repeat the same thing for hours on
Right.
end. And but like when you see every 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds, like every minute or so, a user bought a product, a user bought the product. That's what keeps you going. But yeah,
Right.
going live sucks, but like if it makes you money, you can't complain.
You have any tips for anybody that wants to go live?
Everybody is always like, I don't know what to say on live. I never know what to say on live. I literally just yap. I'll just yap whatever's in my head. Like just start talking. Like you don't need to overthink it. People ask they'll write out scripts. I'm like, don't do that. Just start talking. Like just
Right.
say whatever is on your mind about the product, and then read the questions and answer them. And then you'll get into just this flow. And then next thing you know, 5 hours passes, and you're like, I just made $1,000 talking.
That's insane. Biggest live I ever had, I made $900 on a bug zapper. That was a fun one.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. What the hell is at my door? I've had like three people walk up to my door in like the past two. That's why I keep looking over. In the past 2 minutes that we've been talking, people just keep showing up at my door. Got a sample show up though. I got a nice little
Yeah.
SSD.
Is it trick or treating? I mean, it's too early for that.
It's too early. Yeah, we still have another couple of hours. But that is, damn, that is Halloween. For those of you that don't know, this is being recorded on Halloween. So that's pretty cool. Happy Halloween to everybody. And by the time y'all see this, it'll be way past that. But here we are. So that's pretty fun. What do you do? Are you doing anything for Halloween? You gonna dress up and go trick or treating yourself?
Truthfully, I'll probably just sit here and make TikToks.
Right. Well, Bennett, I really appreciate you giving me your time today, man. We got through this a little quicker than normal, but I think, just the quick answers and things of that nature were good. And you got straight to the point on everything. And I'm really, really happy to see that you're back on track because I know for a while there that was kind of like a scary kind of thing because you quit your jobs and you took the risk to do this full time. And that is something only a crazy person would do. And the reason I know that is because I'm also one of those crazy people. And I had a lot of risk in doing this. I have 6 mouths to feed and you've got one, and that risk alone is still scary enough. So good on you. And I'm glad to see that you finally found that success again. And whether it be on lives or whatever the hell it is, at least you're starting to make that money. So good for you. Outside of that, you guys, if you guys want to join Social Army or if you want to watch any of these other podcasts that we have, they are linked down below. If you do want to join Social Army today, Bennett's link is going to be the one that's down below. You'll be directly supporting him. We also have something called Live Academy. So if you want to learn how to sell live, kind of like what Bennett does, you can also do that as well. That will be joinable through his link too. I'm not going to touch too much on that. You guys can go through and check out the website and look at all the reviews and get a good idea on what that all entails. Outside of that, if there's any socials that you want to check out of Bennett's, any ones that he is comfortable sharing, we will go ahead and link those down below as well. But outside of that, man, Bennett, thank you so much for being here today, man.
Of course.
And we will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
Peace.